IBB'S IBB'S MEMOIR exposes origin of Igbo marginalization, corruption, says Obidigbo. My dear listeners, from wherever you're listening from, now moving to the full details. Kindly please ensure you like, subscribe to this channel and share. And statesman Dr. Chike Obidigbo has described the recently unveiled memoir of former military president Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida as an authoritative exposition of the cogs in Nigerians' wheel of progress. Obidigbo, in a statement yesterday, asserted that a journal in service by IBB put in black and white the foundation of political banditry and official graft that continue to threaten national peace, unity and progress, as well as the checkered socio-economic marginalization of the Igbo ethnic nationality in the Nigerian project. He expressed the belief that God kept IBB alive to bring closure to the very nagging lies and prejudice that kept eating at the very fabric of Nigerians' unsteady march to the future, including the elite conspiracy against the peace-loving and poor masses of this country. He noted that apart from the release of the concrete polling figures of the watershed 1993 presidential election, the major takeaway from the controversial memo is IBB's clarification on the 1966 coup. Some of us have always known that the naming of the January 1966 bloody puts as Igbo coup was the deliberate orchestration of the United Kingdom government using the British Broadcasting Corporation BBC and Lagos Ibadan axis of domestic media. Britain resolved to sow the seed of long-term political animosity between Igbo and Yoruba, as well as set Igbo up for national vilification, demonization and hatred. And to my mind, the long-term plot by the British started with the ignition of open battle between chiefs Obafemi Awolowo and Samuel Ladoke Akintola, which snowballed into the 1966 coup. From branding the coup as Igbo, through the counter coup, the genocide, the breakdown of Aburi Accord, and deceiving Ojukwu into secession by the same British, all provided a golden opportunity to destroy Igbo land and the Eastern Nigerian emergent and thriving economy, he remarked. Obidigbo maintained that with the benefit of insight, nobody or group would explain in whose interest the war was fought, regretting that no Yoruba, Igbo, Ijaw, Biron, Jokon, Hausa or even Ishekiri can point to any benefit from the war. He argued that even the current clamor for separation could as well be part of the intended long-term outcome of the war, stressing the civil war happened as the outcome anticipated by Britain because it provided cover for the massive slaughter of nearly 5 million innocent Igbo civilians, including women and children, in addition to automatically halting the status of Eastern Nigeria as the fastest growing economy south of Sahara. In a journey in service, the former military president was right to specifically blame the declaration of Republic of Biafra as a circumstantially enforced necessity for self-preservation. Although Babangida tried to exonerate himself from the blamable annulment of a free and fair presidential election in 1993, Igbos are happy to hear from another top national player that Biafra arose out of the obvious failure of the General Yakubu Gowon-led federal military government to stop the massive program against Igbo people, particularly in northern parts of the country. Why IBB stopped short of blaming Gowon also for reneging on the Aburi Accord, which is signed on behalf of Nigeria at the behest of the British, leaves much to the imagination. All the same, it was that about phase on Aburi that left Ojukwu with no other clear-cut option to stop the bloodletting that followed. But for IBB's account in his memoir, General Gowon would not have come out to boldly declare that Britain prevailed on him to wage a genocidal war against Igbo. A former British Prime Minister, Edward Heath, did not hide British antipathy towards Igbo when he boldly declared that whoever dares to touch or constitute a threat to British economic interests.
Now we've come to the end of our today's news. Please do drop by the comment section and let us know what your view is all about. Thank you for listening.